We watched our vine legs jump the day after it happened. Nice car. Where'd you get it? The BMW store? You got it at the FedEx store?
That dude, bro.
Is that lavender?
No, it's a flower for the ambiance.
What do you get from Starbucks?
Probably a double shot. The usual.
You're just that type?
Yeah.
Alright.
Espresso. Pure espresso.
Yeah, I can't do that. We're at our favorite Starbucks, if you remember this place. Can I get a double shot with an extra double shot?
More espresso.
Yeah, with an extra espresso shot. This is not a double shot with double shot. They got it wrong. Oh, okay, that's the double shot. That is the Starbucks at the top up there. We watched our vine legs jump the day after it happened. Alright, let's hop in your FedEx. Stupid German engineering.
Pure German engineering. Das Autobus.
This is just ridiculous.
Only 4 lanes open.
You know, one time when I was leaving the Upper Peninsula, I got on the highway and the line was so long all the way to the bridge for like miles down the highway, like traffic, that I reversed all the way back up the on-ramp. And just left, yeah. Because I didn't want to wait.
Or how Josh was stuck for hours and hours because the bridge was closed.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. My cousin Josh was trying to come up the bridge and it was completely closed, so he had to stay in Mackinac, sleep in his car for a few hours, right?
Yeah, maybe like 6 hours.
My gosh. Yeah, the traffic is ridiculous. Alright, we're at Harborware now, and this is like the OG spot to get your tourist items. Except not really tourist, it's like actually good clothing, but it has like, you know, like funny little sayings. Sawdust is man glitter. Brandon, I think that's a good one since, you know, you're a lumberjack now.
What are you talking about?
I have a mountain on my forehead, look. Right there, look. Ready? You see it? Right here?
Look at your mountain compared to my mountain. Goodness gracious.
Exactly, mine's worse. Are you serious?
Mine's worse.
Well, I popped mine.
I tried to.
So this store is called, it's an adventure in the unusual, and this store is unusual, that's for sure. It's like a medieval place. They have a bunch of knives and cool stuff. Zippos, knives that are unneeded, more knives that are unneeded, katanas, they're all needed.
Did Josh buy a pair, or did you buy a pair last year?
I did, I bought throwing knives that I haven't used yet. I used to have that EMS one right there, I lost it, but maybe I'll get another one. Oh, this is it. We're at the Kilwins. What are you doing? Can you not?
Can I wear it?
No, because I couldn't bring my hair gel on the plane with me.
I'll wear it for like 2 seconds and you put it back.
Alright, fine.
No, you have to be cool. I'll put it sideways.
I'm not showing my hair. Give me my hat back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Better? Yeah. What's good? Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
What's up, guys? So it's about 10 in the morning. It's the next day now, obviously, and so I thought I would tell the story of how social media changed my life, like literally forever. Alright, so it started in the summer of 2013. My cousins and I started making vines in his backyard. We decided to camp out one night, and actually, if I backtrack even more than that, and I know, like, you know that I believe everything happens for a reason, but if I'm looking at it in a practical sense of just like how things panned out, we were at my cottage and we decided on a whim that we should go to Josh's house. If we didn't decide to go to Josh's house, we might have not decided to have a little camp out in his backyard. And then we had a camp out in his backyard and we got bored at like 3 in the morning and we decided to start making like actual vines. We were like, let's try to be like funny. Like we saw some funny vines. I think Christian Del Grosso was one of the people we saw. I think Trey Kennedy was another one we saw. I don't know, we just saw these random vines and we were like, okay, let's try to make them. And so we started making some random vines. Here's a couple of those. Cheers.
What the heck?
Oh, hey, man. And obviously they weren't very good. Then the next couple days we started seeing, okay, hey, we can get some likes. So the next morning we posted this one. I think it got like 20 likes. We were like, okay, let's try again. Let's try to get 100. So we went and danced to the WAP in front of Burger King on top of his car. That was a funny one, and that one I think almost got 100 likes. We were like, okay, perfect, like this is awesome. And so all these things started happening, and then Ryan made a Vine. I think he got like 500 likes. Oh, there's bugs here, I forgot. We're not in California. And then from there, we just kept making a bunch of them. And so then it leads us to here, Mackinac City, Michigan, where we've been coming here since before I was born. We come here every single year. And so it's like our favorite spot. It's like one of our favorite vacations. Like, so we all were like in the mode of making videos and having fun. All of us were here in Mackinac together. And so we started making a bunch of really cool vines a couple days in. And I think if you watch my last vlog, you'll see me talking about the day that I had breakfast with my mom's friends. And I was telling them, I was like, this is what I'm doing. I'm making vines, and like, this is what I want to do. Like, this is really cool, and I'm enjoying it, and you know, it's gonna work. And later that day, we came home and we made this vine, the WAP.
You hear that? Yeah. What the heck are you guys doing?
And as silly as it is, that vine within a few minutes started going viral, and overnight it hit like 50,000 something likes. And you know, at that, it didn't show views at the time, but it would have had millions of views at the time. And it's just insane, because I just remember that feeling, like that was absolutely nuts. And I remember running down these steps right here, and we were running around this yard, and it was just like insane. We were just freaking out, telling everybody what just happened. And then as we're just watching the likes climb, we're like, holy crap, this is it. And so fast forward down the line, maybe like 2 weeks later, no, it was less than a week later. I had just gotten home personally from Mackinac, and then I posted this video. And again, overnight, like 50,000 likes, I gained like 10,000 followers, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. And that day is what changed my personal life forever, because like we gained a lot of followers from the first one, but then that second one absolutely changed my life. Just from there, every Vine I posted, it was like, boom, popular page, and it was just, it kept rolling. And so again, keep fast forwarding down, maybe like a couple months later, I got my first brand deal, which for those of you that don't know that term, it's a paid post on social media. So a company paid me, I think it's called Hot or Not, it's an app, and they paid me to post about their app. And then again, so fast forward maybe like 6 months down the line, now I'm doing brand deals almost every day actually. Like whether I'm revining somebody or I'm posting my own, I'm doing brand deals almost every day, and it's become my full-time job at 15. And then I'm 16, I get my car, and I can afford gas, and it's the best feeling ever. I can afford to buy things that I want. About a year later after that, I actually start doing really good on Vine. Right before it shut down was like the peak of like my career of making money on the app and having fun with it and all that kind of stuff. And it was really crazy. And I'll have to tell you the whole story about why Vine shut down anyway, for a lot of you that probably don't even know why that happened. But yeah, so then when Vine shut down, I made a content creation company, as you know, Wonder Media, which is where I started traveling the world and traveling the country for different companies, making videos for them. And of course, I continued my career in social media. On Instagram, I still do brand deals here and there, but I've really focused on creating content for other people, because that was like my passion, and I also wanted to combine it with travel, and that really works for me. And as you can see through some of my vlogs, I really got to travel a lot, which was crazy. I went to 9 or 10 countries just this year, which was crazy. And yeah, so that was awesome. And a lot of that travel actually kind of transpired into different things that I was doing personally. But either way, I was making content, and that's what mattered. And I was making content for myself and for others. And now fast forward to like 2017, I started focusing more on social media management and growth and consulting for people, along with creating content for them, which is why I got to travel so many countries this year. And now fast forward a little bit more to now, 2018, me and Tanner started working together, started making videos together, and my life has just continued to change and grow and move in the right direction. For those of you that keep asking in the comments, that is how I got to where I am now. That's how I got my start in social media. One of the reasons, this is why my favorite place is here. That's why I love Mackinac City, Michigan. Not only is it beautiful, and not only have I always loved it, but that whole Vine thing really kind of set me up for my future. And another thing I didn't mention is 2014, my Twitter blew up, and it was also in Mackinac. I gained about 20 to 30,000 followers in like a week or two, and so I was like, okay, this is fun. So that was another little memory, because then I started doing brand deals on Twitter there too, and I don't know, it was so cool. It was just like everything happened here, and I've told you I always believe that God is leading me in like different paths and how everything's supposed to happen. But it's crazy how, if you look at it in a practical sense without that thought, how if one little thing didn't happen and I didn't happen to make it one Vine with Josh or whatever, like my life wouldn't be here. Even though I know that in some other way I probably would be, but if I'm looking at a practical sense, I wouldn't be here without those little things happening. So I'm just happy to share that story with you guys, because that's the reason I even have this camera. It's the reason I'm talking to a box and putting it onto YouTube and the internet. And yeah, so we gotta leave, unfortunately. I'm gonna go home to East Lansing and be there for about a day and a half maybe, or a day. And so I'm gonna go get in the car.
Every day I got some fly shit on, keeping all black outfit on. I already bagged most of the chicks that you out here trying to get on. You just catching up to what I've been on. Yeah, that's what I've been on.
I see what you're trying to do, that's not even kinda new. That's that shit I've been